What's up, everybody? Welcome to Capital Gains. We back. Today I want to touch on something. AI has officially taken over the trucking industry. That's right. This is something I've actually been talking about in the other previous video. And as you can see, Embark is one of the biggest companies that's actually fighting for one of the top spots for fully automated trucking. I talked about this in my other video about how we're going to have non-driver trucks in the industry. And here we see Embark is actually one of the biggest companies now that's actually already putting trucks out there. Now, so we all got to get ready for non-driver trucks. So what's actually going to happen and is actually happening is in these long distance runs. So when a load or cargo has to get moved from California to New York or Chicago to Texas, and Arizona, and so on, there requires a lot of driving, obviously. So when a trucker jumps into a truck, he has a lot of regulations. He has DOT regulations, which he must take a break, he must reset for 10 hours before he jumps back on the road. He has to stop and eat, he has to use the bathroom, he has to stretch. Then there's other issues and problems and all this other stuff. Well, now all that is out the window because the truck automated. All they have to do is literally put in the GPS and the truck will go from terminal to terminal using the long distance routes. This truck is able to determine traffic, speed, lane change, all this other stuff on the main roads. And it's only used obviously on the most high traveled roads, which is the big interstates. Then that truck actually goes to a local terminal or a local city. And then from there on, it will either swap out a trailer or whatever. And then a local truck driver at that point will hook up and then he'll go into locally and deliver the load, whether it's to loading docks and other people's businesses and homes. So as you can see, how many jobs will be taken by this and how many truckers will no longer be driving over the road because this is coming and there's numerous companies that are already testing out trucks and implementing this. Now they're saying, well, no, on the contrary, we don't want truckers to be out on the road away from their families. This allowed a trucker to actually drive locally in the area and then be able to go home within a 100-mile air radius. But that again is an excuse. I mean, there's millions of truckers actually out there right now that travel over the road over 48 states, and now they're eliminating that by going from terminal to terminal with automated trucks. Now, a lot of things that are also going to come into play because you know dispatchers and truck drivers, they have to deal with these truckers, and they no longer will have to do that, right? So a dispatcher is going to have to always argue with a truck driver. Well, I'm tired, I did this route, I don't want to go there, I've been traveling, can I go home, I don't feel well, this truck's not running right. There's all these things that they have to obviously input a driver's his desires and everything into this, and there'll be no longer any of that. There's no more disputes between dispatchers and truck drivers. They literally implement an address into the GPS and it's out there. So as they say that there's going to be local truck drivers that can obviously move the load, that's not going to cover all the jobs that are going to be lost. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section about what's really going to happen with the trucking industry, the new direction that it's taking, and what's really going to happen with the trucking jobs, because not a lot of people are going to be able to do local jobs if mostly all the cargo really is over the road. And that's what automation truck is happening. AI is obviously taking over, and they're there. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll talk to you guys in a few.